Hello and welcome. We're here at the Old Trafford. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me for this exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Ali. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
A lot in this pitch for the bowlers. I feel it's a good call to bowl first. As captain, you'll feel you can get some early wickets and expose this lineup, and then they'll be in a great position batting later.
We're almost ready for this match to get underway. It's late in the season and both teams will be desperate for a win. The pitch looks good. The crowd has arrived and it's near capacity. Can't wait for the action to begin. Okay, everything looks set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, and the openers are going to have to be wary of that. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4. How will he reply?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot, but straight to gully. End of the over. The Scorpions are 11 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Jeez, timed that well.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. perfectly timed. 9 runs added there. The Scorpions are 20 for none.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Finds the fielder with that shot. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. That's a confident appeal. Head in deep discussion with his teammate. It's close, but I think it's just clipping the stumps.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. No. Terrible shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 5 runs added in that over. The Scorpions are 25 for 1.
They've settled into a nice rhythm, that over, it seems.
Kumar from the Brian Statham end. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Edged it, no one there. It could be 4.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond.
still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Doesn't beat the infield. 10 runs added there. The Scorpions are 35 for 1.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Oh my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Swept away but finds the fielder.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Straight to the fielder. Chance to run 2. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. A big one, 12 runs added there. The Scorpions are 47 for 1.
Bit of shape on the way through. Harris happy just to watch it go by.
Brilliant shot there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Oh my, that's racing away.
It was driven. Driven very well, I might add.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Brilliant diving stop. Harris waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Might look to go big again here.
Oh, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Nice shot, but straight to gully. That's a great shot, full of class. Square drive for a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Khan, the right arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Square cut, finds point, no run. Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that's a fantastic shot. Gets onto the back foot quickly and rolls the wrists to keep it down. Great vision.
Unad cut, the left armour is coming on to bowl from the Stretford end. Goes in the air and gets good purchase.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
The delivery was poor, but it still needed to be put away. And what a lovely shot to bring up the 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Khan from the Bryan Stadium. Beats the field with a great shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4. End of the over. The Scorpions are 93 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Whacked away.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
The half century's in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Nicked it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edged, unplayable. Harris staying put, but the opposition have put in a huge appeal. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Sundar has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Powell taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Edged. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Chance to run two. Finds the fielder with that shot.
And that brings up 50 runs.
Top class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century.
Finds the edge. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Bernard cut from the Stretford end. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat. How will he reply?
Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Massive outside edge. This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. 16 runs added there. The Scorpions are 123 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Shepherd coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. No, terrible shot. Wow, that's missed the lot. Big edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Four runs added there. The Scorpions are 127 for 2. Sunda, the spinner, coming into the attack. Thick edge. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary.
Huge edge. And a fine take by the fielder at deep cover point. It was in the air for some time, but they've held on to it well. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
Not a bad innings, was really starting to up the run rate, but cut short, a really important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Power and precision in that shot.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Shepherd from the Bryant Stadium. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Pandya wants plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will the bowler respond?
Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Ooh, misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Big edge. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Scorpions are 146 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Misses everything. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, round about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Heaved over the top, and that'll be a maximum. Fantastic square drive.
Whatever the bowlers are trying out there, it isn't working. Already past 70, and this innings could get out of hand with more deliveries like that.
Shot, leant back and punched through the gap in the offside, and that'll be 4.
The timing unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That is quite extraordinary. Prabhadesa, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
huge edge. Cracking shot, over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Was quick onto that in the infield. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Stretford end.
That much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
1 over left in the innings, Khan to bowl it. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
And that's the end of the innings. The Scorpions have set a target of 192 runs.
Here we go. First ball.
Oh my, that's racing away.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. How will he reply?
Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover. And that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. Needs a dot ball.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
1 gone, and an excellent start to this power play.
Right armour is coming on to bowl from the Brian Statham end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Bra shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Perfectly timed. Square cut, finds point, no run.
End of the second over. The batting team are now 22 for none.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Stretford end. smacks that away through the gap. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early, that could be 4.
End of the third over.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Going with spin now.
The score ends.
Edge, but it drops safely. Fraser McGirt staying put, but the opposition have put in a huge appeal. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Edged it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Finds the edge.
End of the fourth over. The batting team are now on 37 for 1.
Rashid from the Stretford end. Couldn't get it through the field. That's a confident appeal. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, geez, that sounded nice off the bat. That's racing away down to deep square.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
And a fantastic catch. Long on had to run adjacently a fair bit, and they've held on to it. Great cricket. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Was quick onto that in the infield. Needs a direct hit. That's the end of the power play. Time for some fielding changes.
5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
Salts watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Got that away nicely. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
End of the 7th over. The batting team are now 65 for 2.
Khan from the Bryan Stadium. Straight to the fielder. That's a confident appeal. Edged. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better. This has been a good innings.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Straight through them. That was a lesson in leg spin bowling.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Patirana, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Stretford end. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Timed that perfectly.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Sundar taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Square cut, finds point, no run. Onto that early, that could be 4. The Scorpions managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling.
How will the bowler respond?
Brilliant diving stop. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nicked it. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Gone. Fine catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support, getting themselves settled into their innings. Massive outside edge.
End of the 10th over. The batting team are now on 83 for 5.
Patirana from the Stretford end. Patirana with a huge appeal. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Over the infield with a cracking shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Sunda watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham end. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Sunda has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Can't get that outside the ring field. Big edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Huge edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Might look to go big again here.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 99 for 5.
The left-arm orthodox bowlers coming into the attack from the Stretford end. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Pandya from the Brian Statham. ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Was quick onto that in the infield. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Into the 14th over, the score is now 114 for 5.
Patirana coming back into the attack. Power and precision in that shot.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
An effort ball and call for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Slow ball didn't fool anyone. Hits an outstanding shot to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Couldn't get it through the field. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. They've gone up here. Perfectly timed. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Pandya, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Stretford end. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Oh, that's LBW. Starts the over with a wicket.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled in. Perfectly timed. Good fielding out in the boundary. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. We'll have to be very happy with that last shot. Massive outside edge.
End of the 17th over. The batting team are now 151 for 6.
Patirana, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Finds the edge. The Scorpions with a massive shout. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The new batter always likes to field bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Edged it.
End of the 18th over. The batting team are now on 152 for 7.
Pandya from the Stretford end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Shepherd watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Can he come back with a dot ball?
2 straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
And that's the half century.
A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Edged. The keeper just couldn't keep hold of it. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough. They really need a boundary, this ball. Have to go for it now.
Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Drilled that one away.
That's a fantastic win. Maybe a bit closer than they would have hoped, but a win's a win and they rightfully celebrate.
That's the end of our broadcast.